Juventus last summer splashed the cash on Cristiano Ronaldo and signed him from Real Madrid for a fee of 112 million euros. With that insane transfer, they broke the record of the highest transfer fee paid by an Italian club. The purpose of signing Cristiano Ronaldo was to help Juventus get that Champions League trophy, a competition they've been wanting to win for a long time. Of course, that didn't happen as Ajax knocked out Juventus in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And if you look at Juventus's performances this season, they haven't been impressive at all. Yes, I know they've won the league, but they also got knocked out from the Italian Cup, which means they're actually having one of their worst seasons in the recent few years, which is surprising considering they've signed Cristiano Ronaldo. So I feel it's time for me to step in FIFA 19 and rebuild Juventus, make a few signings and try and guide Ronaldo and co to the Champions League trophy they've been wanting. Let's get that Champions League trophy with Juventus. If you guys do enjoy these rebuild style videos, make sure to drop a like on the video. That would be greatly appreciated. Let's shoot for 1,000 likes once again, and also let me know what team we should rebuild next. I'm thinking about rebuilding a smaller team for a change. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And subscribe if you're new around here. For those wondering about the concept of these rebuilds, it's actually pretty simple. The objective is to win the Champions League. We can make any sort of transfers required, depending on our transfer budget, of course. We've got to simulate every single game. But of course, if we reach the Champions League final, that is a game we're definitely going to play. Cristiano Ronaldo up front. I'm definitely going to be using him as my striker. Douglas Costa and Paulo Dybala on the wings. You've got Pjanic, Khedira and Matuidi in midfield. Alexandro, Chiellini, Bonucci, Cancelo and Szczesny in goal. It's a very good first team, but I still feel like we can make some considerable improvements. On the bench, Juve have got some interesting options. Bernardeschi is pretty good. You've got Juan Cuadrado, a very tricky winger, Mandzukic, Emre Can, Bentancur, Rugani, a young quality centre-back, Perin as well. In reserves, you've got Barzagli, a Juve legend. You've got Esquiglio, you've got Moises Kean, of course, such a talent. So much hype surrounding this kid. Caceres as well, and a few other players that I'm probably looking to offload. Now time for some transfer talk. The first position I'd probably want to improve is that midfield. Not convinced with Khedira in there. He's a decent player, but I'm not too convinced with him. Definitely feel like we need a backup left back as well, because only Alexandro is not good, because if he gets injured, we'll definitely have some problems. Also, this is an aging defense. Chiellini is 33, Bonucci is 31, Barzagli is 37 right now, so we might need to bring in a centre-back. Maybe signing an absolutely world-class left midfielder or a left winger could do wonders for us, but I'm not so sure about that, because Douglas Costa is pretty good, but there are definitely a lot of options. Let's see how things go. You know what's funny? I think the best chance for us to complete this rebuild and win the Champions League is Season 1 itself, because we've got a 94 rated Ronaldo, and when we go to Season 2, if we fail to win the Champions League this season, Ronaldo's rating will drop to maybe 92 or 91, so this is our best shot at completing the rebuild. So let's get Season 1 started. Rebuild goals make their return for the Juventus rebuild as well, and these are the 3 challenges I want to try and complete with Juventus. Domestic dominance, win the Serie A and the Italian Cup. Now this is something Juventus have done consistently for the last 8 years, winning the Serie A, and I don't want to, spoil that tradition. Miss the Champions League, win the Champions League Golden Boot with Cristiano Ronaldo. That's what he was signed for, and I'm hoping he can achieve that. Italian Invincibles. Now this is probably the most difficult objective, to avoid losing in the Serie A. It's going to be a challenge, but I'm up for it. So these are our 3 rebuild goals. Let's see what happens. Time to start off Season 1 with Juventus. We've got about 115 million euros to spend and about 300,000 in our wage budget. Let's get to improving this team. So I have made my first move in this transfer window. I've gone ahead and sold Sami Khedira to Atleti for about 37 million euros. The fact that he's 31 and he's defensive minded, I think, you know what, let's just sell him and bring in a more creative midfielder for that midfield role. That's the plan. And we've made our first big transfer of this Juventus rebuild, and it's Isco from Real Madrid for a fee of 75 million euros. Definitely an expensive transfer, but you're getting a lot of quality with a player of that stature. He's been amazing for Real Madrid in all the big Champions League games. Of course, I feel like Real Madrid treated him unfairly last season by not giving him enough game time, and that's why I think he's going to flourish here at Juventus. He's reuniting with Ronaldo once again, and I can't wait to see how he performs for us. I feel like Juventus needed an extra creative midfielder instead of a defensive midfielder, and Isco fits the bill. I've just gone ahead and sold two fairly important Juventus players. Cuadrado has been sold to Real Madrid for about 42 million euros. I feel like that's a good transfer because Cuadrado is already 30 years old. It just makes sense to sell him, and I've done the same exact thing with Matuidi. I've sold him on to Man United for about 40 million euros, which means now we need to bring in a winger as well as a CDM. So I've gone ahead and signed Adrien Rabiot from PSG to replace Blaise Matuidi, a Frenchman for a Frenchman, and I couldn't believe the price we managed to get Rabiot for. 33 million is actually insane, and I guess it's because his contract was expiring. Now, the funny thing is, Rabiot wasn't my first choice. I wanted to sign Rodri from Atletico Madrid, but he just joined them, so we couldn't sign him. But then again, to be fair, Rabiot seems like the better player. He's 6'4", so he'll do a great job in that CDM role. Can't wait to see how he plays for us. I've gone ahead and signed Kingsley Coman from Bayern Munich for about 50 million. I feel like that's a good fee. He's a top quality youngster. I think he's only 22 and he's already 83 rated. And the best part about him is that he already knows the club. I think a few seasons ago he was a player for Juventus. I think he was on a 2-year loan from Bayern Munich. So it just makes sense. Kingsley Coman returns to Juventus. Hopefully this transfer works out well for him. We've got to put our transfer business on hold for now as we face AC Milan in the Italian Super Cup final, and things have started out well for us. Ronaldo scoring the first goal, but Rabiot getting sent off. Let's see what happens in this one. A 2-1 win for us as Bonucci does get himself the winner as Juventus win their first trophy of this rebuild. A few more player sales have sold Spinazzola to Everton for about 17 million, and also this backup keeper Pinsoglio for about 2.8 million. Extra cash definitely will help. I mean, I know this is a transfer that really doesn't make that much sense, but the thing is, Juventus signed him in real life, and that's why I want to sign him in this rebuild as well, and just see how Aaron Ramsey fares in the Serie A. It'll be interesting to find out, and that's why I've signed him from Arsenal for about 23 million. He didn't really cost too much because his contract was expiring. 6 foot tall, 27, 82 rated. He could be a really good super sub. We've actually gone ham in this transfer window as we've made yet another signing. Nicolas Tagliafico from, of course, Ajax has been signed for about 32 million euros. That was actually his release clause, and Ajax weren't willing to sell him anything below that, so had to pay full price for him. But you know what? It's actually worth it. 32 million for this guy seems like a pretty good deal. He's definitely going to be a great backup option to Alexandro, potentially even push him for a first team spot. So I'm really happy with this transfer. We've had a brilliant transfer window, signing Isco, Rabiot, Coman, Aaron Ramsey and Tagliafico. Some world-class players in there, especially Isco, and it is now transfer deadline day, and I doubt I'm going to be making any more transfers or even selling any more players. I'm really happy with the squad we've got. I mean, have a look at this team. It's so unfortunate to see Ronaldo already gone down by 1 overall. That's why I was saying this first season is our best chance of completing this rebuild. Dybala, Costa, that midfield looks absolutely brilliant. I have kinda, tinkered with the formation a bit so that every player is playing in their right position. Alexandro, Chiellini, Bonucci, Cancelo, Szczesny. That's a good Juventus first team. And again, with the likes of Coman, Tagliafico and Ramsey, we've even improved our bench, and in the reserves we've got the likes of Keane, Bentancur, Chan, Barzagli. It's a really good Juventus side, and you guys know what's coming next. We're going to be simming until the halfway point of the season and see how Juventus are performing. Well, of course, Champions League is our main focus, and this is the group we're in. Again, the same group as real life. BSC Young Boys, Man United and Valencia. I expect Juventus to top this group without much of a problem, so let's see how things went for them. Wow, I'm actually shocked. What on earth has happened here? Juventus have finished second in the group behind Manchester United. I wasn't expecting this, and both teams have got the same amount of points, which means Man United had better results against us. Like, that is absolutely shocking. Now we're gonna get a difficult team in the round of 16, which isn't good news at all. It's gonna be difficult, I suppose, winning the Champions League in the first season itself. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo is definitely gonna not like this, as Messi wins the Player of the Year award. The Serie A is proving to be a lot more difficult than it is in real life, as Juventus are top of the league, but AC Milan do have a game in hand, and if they win their game in hand, they'll go above us, and that is not good news. So halfway through the season, 43 points. It's not bad, but we've already lost 2 games, which actually means that, of course, we're going to fail one of our rebuild goals. That's highly unfortunate, but at least we are top of the league. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the Serie A. It's going to be difficult winning the league. It is brilliant to see Cristiano Ronaldo delivering for us in the Serie A with 10 goals in 13 games, 3 behind the Udinese striker Pussetto. The thing is, Ronaldo picked up an injury early on, which kind of caused us problems probably. And also, Isco is one of the top assisters in the top 5 with 5. But look at Volland with 12 assists so far this season. Can't lie, I'm not really happy with our situation right now. I mean, I expected us to be comfortably top of the Serie A. We are not, and of course in the Champions League finishing second in that group was not something I'm impressed with at all. So I'm definitely looking to make a few improvements. We are probably going to sell Bonucci and bring in someone else for that centre-back role. The 31-year-old I feel like isn't getting the job done. We'll keep Chiellini though, because he's 89 rated, he's got the experience. So that is my plan for this window. And apart from, a potential, surprise transfer or a player sale, I doubt I'll be changing much. Well, there goes my plan for a toss, as Bonucci cannot be sold because he is a new transfer. That is so disappointing. It looks like we're going to have to stick with the team we have right now at our disposal and hope we can get the job done. So I've just sold Mario Mandzukic to, of course, Spurs. I just wasn't convinced with him. He's 32. It just made sense. I mean, an offer of 31 million for him, I just had to accept it, and that's exactly what I've done. And he's moved on to Spurs. Now, the thing I'm really confused about is whether to sign a backup striker or just not do that, because we've got Ronaldo first of all, who's probably going to play most of the games, and in case he gets injured, we've of course got Keane. So that's why I'm confused. Do we need to sign a backup striker, or maybe I should just improve that defense by signing a quality centre back? That is what I'm confused with right now. It's a tough decision to make, but it could be a costly one if we, make the wrong choice. Let's see what happens. Now, this was an expensive transfer, and it might prove to be a costly one as well. And not just financially, but the fact that now we won't be able to sign a backup striker like the one we had before, Mandzukic, might prove to be something that haunts us. But 42 million for Akanji from Borussia Dortmund, I feel like is a great buy. And although this season this transfer might not make that much sense, I feel like in case we fail to win the Champions League this season, in season 2 of this rebuild, Manuel Akanji could prove to be very useful. So for now, I'm going to trust Keane as my backup striker, and hopefully Ronaldo will be fully fit. And with the addition of Akanji, I'm hoping our defense will be a lot better. Well, that's the transfer window pretty much wrapped up. We only made 1 signing and 1 player sold. That was Mario Mandzukic, and we brought in Akanji as his replacement. And also, look at some of the other top deals going around in this window. Dele Alli to Man City. You've got Kai Havertz to Liverpool for about 70 million. And Leon Bailey to, of course, Bayern Munich. So that's what's happened in this window. And you know what? I'm actually not confident that we'll wrap up the rebuild in this first season itself. I don't know why. For some reason, I just can't see this team winning the Champions League, and I feel like we'll need another season to go at it. I'm just not confident enough. We'll see what happens. If we get lucky in the draws, anything can happen. But let's just now sim until the end of the season and see what we can achieve. Hopefully, I'm wrong and we can win the Champions League in this first season itself. I kind of feel like it'll be an amazing achievement completing this rebuild after season 1. I've actually made yet another formation change because I feel like something about the 4-3-3 flat formation wasn't clicking with this team, so I've gone back to the 4-4-1-1 attack formation. This is a formation that really works well for me, and hopefully it does, and we can win the Champions League this season with it. Well. Finishing second in the group has definitely caused us a lot of problems, which means we're gonna have to face Real Madrid in the Champions League's round of 16. Our Champions League dream could be over right here, right now. which is something I do not want. Cristiano facing his former side. Let's see what happens. It is the first leg. We need a strong result. Rabiot picking up an injury is not good at all. Let's sim the game and see what happens. It is a 1-all draw and Real Madrid get the away goal. This is not good. Isco though scoring against his former side. Here we go. Second leg against Real Madrid away from home. We need to score in this one. Otherwise Madrid go through as Ronaldo scores. Immobile misses a penalty. What's going on in this game? We have the advantage now. Let's sim until the end of the game and see what happens. It is a 2-1 win for Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo comes back and haunts his former side to send us through to, of course, the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I can't believe we've knocked out Real Madrid. I just wasn't feeling like this was going to happen, but it did. Well, in the quarterfinals, we face yet another team from Madrid, and this time it's Atletico Madrid. Now, again, this is going to be a tough tie. Atletico definitely have the potential to knock us out, so it's going to be interesting. Barca, Spurs, Liverpool United, Roma City, the other quarterfinal games. Thankfully, this time around, our first game is away from home. We've got a slight advantage there. A strong result away from home against Atleti could be massive. Let's sim the game and see what happens. It is a 0-0 draw. We couldn't get the away goal, which is disappointing. Let's see what happens in the second leg. We absolutely need to win this game to qualify for the Champions League semi-finals. Anything apart from a win will see us out of the Champions League as Alexandro strikes first against Atleti. Let's sim the entire game and see what happens. It is a 2-1 win for Juve and we get the job done. Can't believe we've done it, man. It is so close. Just shows that this team actually currently isn't good enough to win the Champions League, but somehow we're getting results, scraping through, and we are now in the Champions League semi-finals. It is Spurs we're facing in the Champions League semi-finals. We're definitely favourites for this tie, so I reckon we should be able to get to the finals. It's going to be difficult though. Let's sim the entire game and see what happens. It's a 2-0 win with Aaron Ramsey scoring against Spurs. I'm sure he loved that. And Dybala scoring as well. A great advantage. We are now very close to that final. It is the second leg now against Spurs. We do have the advantage. Ronaldo scores and helps us out, but Harry Winks equalizes. Let's sim the game and see what happens. Ronaldo's brace helps us as we beat Spurs and we march on to the Champions League final. We've actually done it. Champions League final in the first season itself with Juventus, and it's actually been really difficult. I mean, we scraped past Real Madrid. The same can be said for Atletico, and of course in the semi-finals against Spurs we did batter them 4-1, and now we'll be facing a worthy opponent in Man City. It's gonna be a cracking game of football facing Pep Guardiola's City, and hopefully we can end off the rebuild in style by winning the Champions League. Well, that is the Serie A wrapped up. All 38 games done and dusted. We end off the season with 94 points and as the best defensive side in the league and also the highest scoring side in the league, which is really impressive, by the way. 94 points this season. We were actually struggling at the halfway point of the season. AC Milan were definitely challenging us for the title, but since then Juventus did not lose a single game, and that's why we've wrapped up the Serie A. That's brilliant. We did not have the same luck though in the Coppa Nazionale, as of course we got knocked out by Inter Milan, which is a shame, and that means we won't be able to complete one of our rebuild goals, and it's Inter Milan who eventually won the Coppa Nazionale. Oh my goodness, Ronaldo was immense in the Serie A, scoring 33 goals in 32 games. No wonder we had 94 points by the end of the season. Ronaldo getting the job done for us. Dybala adding 11 goals as well. Any other Juve players in the top 25? Not really. Assist-wise, we've got Ronaldo with 8. He was an assister as well for us. Dybala with 6 assists. You've got Isco with 5. Clean sheets-wise, Szczesny keeping 18 clean sheets is definitely impressive. It is now time for the big game. Can we end off this rebuild in the first season itself? You guys will have to wait to find out. Champions League final against Man City. It's not going to be easy at all. We know they've got a great coach. They've got world-class players everywhere. This is certainly going to be a tough challenge. Can't lie, I'm actually surprised to see Sadio Mane the top scorer of the Champions League, and unless Cristiano scores 5 goals in the finals, which, let's be honest, is not going to happen, he's not going to win the Champions League's Golden Boot, and that's another objective gone. And if I'm not wrong, we're going to fail 3 objectives in this rebuild, which means we're not going to complete a single one. That is a surprise. That's never happened. Hopefully we can still win the Champions League. Otherwise this season would have been a big failure. Here we go against Man City in the Champions League final, and this is how I'm lining up the team. All the big boys starting, of course. Our team is fully fit, which certainly helps. Cristiano Ronaldo up front in that striker role. Isco in camp, Dybala out wide, Koeman starts, Rabiot, Pjanic start, Chiellini, Bonucci, Cancelo, Alexandro in defence, and Szczesny in goal. It's a very strong Juventus side. Let's get that Champions League trophy. Just look at City's bench, man. They've got Bernardo Silva and David Silva there. Dele Alli, De Bruyne and Fernandinho in midfield. Sterling, Aguero, Sane up front. They've signed Koulibaly as well. And Alex Telles. They've got a great team, man. This is going to be an incredible final. I'm kind of nervous now because if we lose this game, we're going to have to do yet another season. And in that next season, Ronaldo's overall is going to drop. Chiellini's overall is going to drop. And it's going to be even harder. So we need to win this final to just make things easier for us. Not looking good. Good ball played in. And Chiellini does incredibly well there. The jump from Chiellini was actually insane there. Paulo Dybala on the attack here for Juventus. Dybala shoots, keeper saves, still Dybala. And it is out for a goal kick. That was a big chance wasted. On the attack we go. Kingsley Coman, come on. This is a chance here. A proper good chance for Juventus. Coman putting in a cross. It's Isco who shoots. And how on earth has Edison saved that? Like, honestly, the power behind that shot was immense. And still the keeper saved it. Incredible. Still Rabiot laying it off to Pjanic. Pjanic back to Rabiot. Strikes first time. Well, that was a bit embarrassing there from Adrian Rabiot. Cristiano Ronaldo on the attack now. In behind to Kingsley Coman. Good touch from him. And here he goes with the pace. Ronaldo is in the box now. Coman crossing it into Ronaldo, who hits it off the post. What a big chance gone. Ronaldo, you've got to be scoring those, man. That was an easy chance. Pretty much a tap-in. Although we might be having a chance here. What a ball into Paulo Dybala, who finesses this one, and it's in. Dybala strikes against Manchester City, and Juventus have taken the lead. What an advantage this is for us in the first half itself, and a brilliant goal from Juventus. We've got to have a look at the replay for this, because it was just brilliant build-up play leading to a goal from Paulo Dybala. Oh my god, what a pass there from Rabiot. And then Dybala with the finesse shot of dreams, as it's Juventus 1-0 in the Champions League final. Big advantage. Man City on the attack before the half comes to an end now. It's Raheem Sterling. Inside to Dele Alli. Now could be a chance for Aguero. Now it's Sane. What can Sane do from here? Finds Aguero, and that's a brilliant interception there from Cancelo as the first half comes to an end. An exciting half of football. We could have easily been 2-0 up. City are creating a fair few chances, but I think we've been the better team. Let's see now what the second half brings. Oh no, De Bruyne pushing forward for City. Could be a big chance for them. That is a huge interception there by Bonucci. Saved us a goal there probably. Oh no, Leroy Sané turning there, gets past Bonucci. The sliding challenge was not good, and now it's Sergio Aguero who shoots, and Man City have equalized. A fantastic goal from the Argentine who scores in the Champions League final. It is 1-0 and game on. Can't really complain. It was a brilliant attack from City, started by Sané, of course, who literally just walked past Bonucci. Terrible defending from him, and Aguero with a brilliant finish. As I said, it's game on. Ronaldo finding Rabiot. Here we go on the attack now, slowly but surely. Isco does really well, finds Dybala. Dybala beats his man, and here we go. Dybala with the pace. Still Paulo Dybala does brilliantly. Cut back inside to Ronaldo with his right foot, and bang. Cristiano doesn't miss these kind of chances as Juventus now lead 2-1 in this Champions League final. Paulo Dybala has had a brilliant game there. He literally created that goal. Ronaldo, of course, right foot outside of his boot, gets it in the back of the net. What a finish, and we are now in the advantage. 2-1 Juventus against City in the final. Good to see Ronaldo scoring. And now City with some neat, intricate passing, and they've made it forward now. And here is Raheem Sterling with the pace. This is certainly dangerous. Sterling putting in a cross, and that's well defended there by Bonucci, who's been superb all game long. We have done it, boys. We've won the Champions League with Juventus, finally. And it was a difficult rebuild, man. I know we did it in one season itself, but it was difficult. Getting past Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid in the Champions League were nervy moments, and we got super lucky against them. And then, of course, we got really lucky to draw Spurs, and in the finals, we were the better team against City. We got the job done 2-1 as we've won the Champions League, and we have completed the rebuild of Juventus. It is now time for the trophy celebrations, as of course, it's going to be Captain Chiellini lifting lifting the trophy. The Italian centre-back with a lot of experience, and he's managed to help us win the Champions League. And Chiellini lifts the trophy as we have completed the rebuild. Juventus are Champions League winners. Juventus emerge as UEFA Champions League winners. Brilliant to look at this. Dybala looking really good in that suit with the trophy on his right as well. Brilliant. Taking a look at everything we've won so far in this rebuild. We won the Serie A, 10 points above AC Milan comfortably, to be honest. We also won the Italian Super Cup, beating out AC Milan, which was brilliant. Unfortunately, we couldn't win the Coppa Nazionale. We lost out to Inter Milan. And in the Champions League, we managed to beat Man City. It was a tough journey, you know, knocking out Real Madrid, knocking out Atleti, knocking out Spurs, and we won the competition against City. And of course, we'll take a look at who won the Europa League. It was Chelsea. Maybe Chelsea might win it in real life, but I think it's been a successful season, winning the league and the Champions League. Trophies-wise, the season was a massive success, but rebuild goals-wise, probably not, as we failed all our objectives. We couldn't win both the Serie A and the Italian Cup. Inter Milan won the Cup. Champions League Golden Boot went to Sadio Mane. And of course, we lost a couple of games in the Serie A, but you know what? At least we won the Champions League, so it ain't that bad, but kinda disappointed with how we did with our rebuild goals. Let's take a quick look at the stats of our players this season. Most appearances, Szczesny with 56, Cancelo with 54, Dybala with 51, Alexandro with 51, Ronaldo with 47, Bonucci with 46, and so on. Let's see goals wise. You've got Ronaldo scoring 41 goals in 47 games. That's actually an unbelievable return. 14 goals coming in from Dybala, 12 coming in from Isco. Cancelo, our right back, scoring 6. Douglas Costa coming in with 5. Coman with 4. Rabiot with 4, and so on. Ramsey scoring 4. He only played 14 games though. Assist wise, Ronaldo and Dybala tied up with 9. Isco with 8. Pjanic with 7. Cancelo, Costa, Bentancur with 5, and so on. You guys can also take a look at the overalls of our players, the players that got the job done for us and helped us win the Champions League. Ronaldo down to 92. That's why I'm glad we managed to win the Champions League in our first season, because the second season with Ronaldo going down in his overall would have been difficult. Chiellini is well down to 87, but Dybala now 92, Isco 88, and on the bench we've got Keane, who is now 79. So I guess the decision to sell Mario Mandzukic was the right one. Bernardeschi 84. In the reserves we've got Tagliafico's 83. Interesting to see. And that is that for this rebuild. We got the job done with Juventus. We won the Champions League, something Allegri couldn't do, and it's been a lot of fun recording this video. If you guys have enjoyed this one, I'd really appreciate a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe for more FIFA 19 career mode content, and also let me know what rebuild we should do next. I'm not looking to do a big team next. We're going to be doing a smaller team, as a lot of you guys want to see. So let me know in the comment section. Subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time.